Okay, so we welcome
Wait,
everybody.
Bill,
Oh, okay, you tell me when.
you got it.
Good?
One moment.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. I welcome everybody to the meeting. We've had a pretty active day, so we'll start with the pledge, and maybe we'll have Detective Augusta lead us in the pledge. So, Detective Augusta, pledge allegiance. Go ahead. Oh, he's on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. When I ask you guys to talk again, you got to go off mute. Can I get a moment of silence, please, for the horrific happenings that happened today in Sunset Park? Those people that are recovering tonight, we're glad that no one has passed on. But let's have a moment of silence to hopefully bring peace to this city. It's been much too long. We have bad, terrible things happening in our streets, happening in our subways, in our daily lives. So just a moment of silence for some peace.
Tested positive for COVID, and under those circumstances, it's going to be staying there.
Thank you very much. Actually, I'm gonna digress from what we normally do at the public portion, because I just want to know, Carmelo or Steve, do you guys have any updates?
As we speak right now, they're giving a briefing at 1 pp. We're trying to listen up into it to see if there's been any new news about the occurrence today. As far as we know right now, just we're still searching for the gunmen. We haven't found them yet. The U-Hauls on Kings Highway, as you know, there's like 24 injured and then a few that are critical but stable.
Great, thank you. All right, Marnie, the public portion.
If there's any, Danielle, please just unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to talk briefly for the libraries. I know that it was close to us because we heard the helicopters while they've been searching once they found the vehicle that they had there. So, but I just want to talk about some of the things we have going on. The library has now opened for full access. We're beginning in-person programmings. Patrons can come browse, access computers, print, sign up for library cards. Meeting rooms are now going to be available for the public to use as well. All our open locations have browsing, seating, computer reservations, hold pickup, library card sign up, print on demand, outdoor programming, reference assistance, public restrooms, and provide information, that is happening. We will be doing summer reading as a regular program again this year. And it's in coordination with the 125th anniversary of the Brooklyn Public Library. It will be a borough-wide birthday celebration, and the kickoff start on June 4th at all locations. The programming will be not only programs for literacy, but we'll have activities such as STEM activities, arts and crafts, and performers coming in. Each area is doing a group outdoor program so it's all the branches in a particular area are doing an outdoor programming, and we'll have more on that coming up soon. Brooklyn Center for Brooklyn History has collaborated with the Brooklyn Historical Society and Brooklyn Public Library. So they're called the Center for the Brooklyn History. And they combining collecting over the materials for the past 157 years. Schools can arrange to have class visits using the materials there. There is a form that they can fill out. I will put it into the chat for you. Brooklyn Connections is the education team that is part of this partnership program. And they also are offering programs on rare access to archival materials. And they will also help research if people need to find out information of things that happened in Brooklyn or family that lived in Brooklyn in the past. What I will do is post in the chat what's happening at the Highland branch and what's happening at the New Utrecht branch. And I thank you for your time and wish you all happy holidays.
Nancy Lulu.
Good evening. Thank you, Marnie. Hope everyone is doing well. It's been a sad and tough and stressful day here in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn DA's office has been working with the NYPD and other partners on investigating this heinous subway shooting. Our heart is with the victims and everyone impacted. We are committed to bringing the shooter to justice. Really, I'm just going to be brief this evening. I just encourage folks to visit our website, brooklynda.org, just to check on recent press releases and updates. Also, if anyone has a public safety or quality of life concern in your community, to call the Action Center at 718-250-2340. I also want to acknowledge the holidays. Happy Ramadan, Easter, and Passover. And thank you to Community Board 11 for everything that you do. And thank you for allowing me to speak this evening. Thank you.
Hannah Wieneman.
Hi, everyone. This is Hannah from Congressman Jerry Nather's office. I'm glad to be with you on a hard day today, but I'm glad to be with you. So two things I just wanted to flag. The Social Security Administration offices are now open again. So if you need an in-person appointment, I would recommend that you call one of the Brooklyn offices. If you need help in identifying information about it or location, I'm going to leave my chat in the email. You can feel free to follow up with me. Additionally, this was announced last week, but folks with Medicare Part B or any Medicare Advantage plans can now receive free over-the-counter COVID-19 tests at any participating pharmacy. So all you have to do is bring your red, white, and blue Medicare card to, again, the participating pharmacies, which include CVS, Walgreens, and Rite Aid, and you'll be able to get 8 free tests per month. So if you have any questions, I'll leave all the information in the chat. Take care. Everyone take care of themselves and look out for each other. Have a good night.
I'm busy right now. I'm sorry.
If there's anyone else from the public, would you please use the raise hand function? Gloria Daniels.
Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? I don't really have too much report as far as Newark City Parks is concerned. Like I said, Bath Beach Playground, the playground area is closed off. But the handball court area, you can still have access on 17th to get inside the handball court and the basketball court area and the ball field. That'll be open. But the comfort station will be closed. So, you know, that's going to be a project for another 18 months. So that's for that. And, you know, everyone in the parks is trying to spruce up the parks right now. Oh, I have a meeting next week. They want to paint Sethwell Playground. So I'm looking forward to that project. And that's it right now so far.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay, hearing none, I take a motion to close the public hearing. Okay, Ross and Jeff, all in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. We will start the meeting by adopting the minutes of March 10th. Is there any additions, subtractions? Okay. I'll only take people that want to object. So if I don't see anybody's hand raised for object, it means it's carried unanimously. Easier to do it that way. Okay, so unanimously carried, Marnie. Okay, so the chairman's report. Again, you saw we had a horrific day. Every day it seems to be an adventure, and I just hope, I just hope that the mayor and all our elected officials can get on board and start to get our streets back, give it back to us. I think there are a lot of mental health issues that are going on that we're not addressing. And there's also a lot of anger. I think it's left over from the pandemic, and you see the pandemic rising. Pandemic. You see the rates of the Omicron, the different variants, and they're rising. I think people are just tired and fed up, and they're not handling their stress that well. And we all feel stressed, but some of us, most of us, I say 99% of us handle it very, very well considering. That 1% is a very dangerous situation. So let's hope we give the police the support they need to get these guns off the street. Whatever tools they need, CB11 is behind you. So please let the folks in 6-2 know that. Okay. We also, next month, we'll have the nominations of officers: Bart Allegretti, Ross Brady, Sal D'Alessio, Claudio DeMeo, and Janet Perry will be the committee, and they'll give their report next month. The New York State government, the Committee on Open Government, issued a memorandum. That's why we're on Zoom again. That has been extended to June 8th. So that means May's meeting will also be on Zoom. The Department of City Planning certified the land use application for 2080 McDonald Avenue. Once the application is referred to the board, pursuant to the Uniform Land Use Procedure, we will hold a public hearing and submit a recommendation within 60 days. So Marnie, you're on the air.
Thank you. I just want to give an update on the 17th Avenue Bridge. The Department of Transportation has extended the removal of lead paint. So they have to remove it from under the bridge. In order to do that, there will be double lane closures on the belt, which began Monday, April 11th, and it'll go through Thursday, the 14th, between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. One lane of traffic will be available at all times during those hours. So because it's the week, hopefully you're home and in bed and safe at that time, and you won't be impacted by it. We have not received a response from DOT or the liaison from DDC, the project manager, on the detour, the pedestrian detour that we submitted. And I'm hoping they move on that as the weather's getting warmer. More people will utilize that route to gain access to the promenade. Last month, I spoke about it, the public portion. We had some residents that were upset with the shenanigans going on at Dyker Beach Park. And to follow up on that, on residents' concern, we will be having a joint Parks Committee meeting, which will be held on Thursday, April 28th at 7 p.m. The meeting was scheduled to be in person, but we're working on transitioning it to be remote. And we'll invite all of our area residents from Shore Parkway and Independence, as well as 14th Avenue and Cropsey, to gather their feedback and work on some solutions to alleviate those issues that they brought forward. And just quickly, for planning purposes, the Transportation Committee is scheduled to meet on Tuesday, May 3rd at 6:30 p.m. The Department of Transportation will be presenting the 86th Street bus stop with the L design. Just a little background. The project limits are 86th Street between 19th Avenue and 25th Avenue. And the project will include DEP work on 86th Street and on 20th Avenue between 86th and Benson. That's where we have the trench restoration. As you may recall before, they did a paving job. It's all hummocked and sunken, and it's because years ago a contractor did sewer replacement and they used wooden boarding to shore it up. And as that collapses and settles, so does the street. So they'll be repairing that. And they will be installing bus bulbs and bus pads at all the bus stops on 86 within the project limits, as well as bus bulbs on Bay Parkway and 86th Street, and some curb extensions at select locations throughout the corridor, as well as the intersection of 20th Avenue and Benson. So we'll get a full design and have a discussion, and we'll send that notice out as we get closer, but I wanted to give a heads up. As May comes, everything is busy, so the committee can put it on their calendar beforehand. And as always, the public is invited to attend and participate. The Department of Sanitation will provide a special Passover collection this Friday, the 15th, beginning at 6 a.m. In addition, well, let me go back. So for all of you that have the Passover collection, it's usually between Bay Parkway, and it runs two different sections, but basically it's Bay Parkway from 86th Street all the way down to 65th up to around 19th Avenue. And then we go into weaving in and out from Stillwell from 86 to Kings Highway in there. If you don't receive a collection, give a call early so we can get sanitation out there so the streets are nice and clean for the holidays. We have Passover, Good Friday, Easter, and we want to try and keep them as clean as possible. So alternate side parking will be suspended from Thursday, April 14th through Saturday, the 16th, and April 21st through the 23rd. And in closing, I just want to acknowledge and thank Captain Chen for the additional resources that he has provided to 86th Street to address the block sidewalks, the unlicensed vendors, the block crosswalks. We're beginning to make progress. I mean, it's going to take a while to straighten that situation out, but it's baby steps. And I just want to acknowledge and thank, because many times I'm on here complaining, right, that we need additional resources. So Carmelo, Steve, if you can just share that, we appreciate all the work that you're doing to support those efforts. And that's it for me.
All righty, any old business? Is there any new business?
Hi.
Okay, yes, Dr. Wong.
I just want to make a short announcement. April 17th on Sunday, 11 o'clock at Cephalo Park, we have Spring Festival. We're going to have a folk dance, singing, and Tai Chi demonstrations. We all set up tables to give out the flyers or services. I'll also give out the freebies, hand sanitizer and masks. All welcome. Okay, Sunday, 17th, 11 o'clock, Cephalo Park. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? Okay, so for all our folks that celebrated Ramadan.
Oh, wait, sorry, just one question, Marnie. The extra sanitation pickups, they'll take whatever's put out, including recycling. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you very much.
You got it. All right, so for the Ramadan folks, I hope they had a good Ramadan. Passover's coming up. Happy Passover and happy Easter. And God bless.
Happy Easter.
We'll see you next month.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Several times on this.